Welcome to Monday Meditation on Psalm 119. Today we're on verse 176. It's the last verse of this chapter. And the psalmist says, I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments. It's an interesting verse to end with because this whole chapter has been an expression of how the psalmist values God's word, how he loves God's word. He wants to live in submission to God's word. He's consumed with that. And yet when we come to this last verse, it's interesting that he says, I've gone astray like a lost sheep. You know, it's a reminder that if you're a Christian, you've repented and believed the gospel, that living out the Christian life is a challenge. And the truth is, we can't do it on our own. We don't have the capacity. The psalmist still calls himself a servant of God. He still says, I don't forget your commandments. It's not that he doesn't want to obey. It's a recognition that apart from God's help, he cannot obey. And, you know, this, I think, encourages us when we consider a verse like Philippians 1:6, where it makes it clear that the work that God begins in the life of a believer, he carries it on to completion till the day of Christ. Or in chapter 2 of Philippians, when it tells us to work out our salvation with fear and trembling, that is, as a Christian, we want to do all we can to walk with the Lord. But the next verse says, for it is God who is at work in you, both to will and to work his good plan and his good pleasure in our lives. That's encouraging. Fellow believer, just a reminder that in this life you'll struggle, but in your struggles, call out like the psalmist to God. Call out for his help. Continue to cling to his word. Continue to commit to being a servant, knowing that God will accomplish his work. He will prepare you for that day that you'll see him face to face. And what an encouragement that is. Have a great week in the Lord.